Humans are born with a pair of hands. They can destroy, be violent, or self-destruct. They can also create, heal, or give life. Sometimes I'm really mad at my hands. And other times I'm actually glad I have them. Hands can be creative or destructive. I lost myself in the tangles of hair on my bedroom floor. If I was just casually talking, maybe my hand would go through my hair and it feels just one specific hair that it doesn't like, that I feel like it's wrong and it's different from the rest, I'll pull it out. And then that sends a signal in my brain, a rush of adrenaline. It's obsessive compulsive disorder, so I keep on going. I have trichotillomania and dermatillomania. Trich is Greek for hair, till means to pull, and mania means the madness. That's same to dermatil because derma means skin, and then pulling, and then madness. Lots of people, they like to pick their hangnails, but mine, they go overboard. And then I just keep on digging. I keep on going, then it starts bleeding and just gets out of control. So I'm always wearing Band-Aids on my fingers. This is my progress, which I'm trying to keep. It's all this right here. I pulled all that out when I was in 5th grade. Over that time, I kept on pulling and pulling, and then it was bald for a while. And most of it, I gotta say, was in one night. I like to think of it as the movie Idle Hands.
I have no control over my hands. It makes me do things I don't want it to do.
There was this guy who also had the idle hands sort of curse thingy, and he was just you just gotta keep your hands busy.
Idle hands are the devil's playpen, so keep my hands occupied, right?
On my Tumblr, I follow a lot of trichotillomania blogs. Some of the stuff that they say is really relatable, and sometimes they have these posts where stuff that helps you out, and I try out that stuff. Not all of it works, but some of it does.
Trick is silly putty and stress balls, anything to keep my hands busy. It's a secret that ends up tangled in the vacuum. Trick is untreatable, but I'm doing everything I can to beat it.
Yeah. A lot of that stuff that she says is really true, especially for me. Usually there's just a bunch of hair on my floor, and I vacuum it every now and then, and it does get tangled in the vacuum a lot, actually. My teacher, Mrs. Myers, she was my 8th grade homeroom teacher. She also had trichotillomania, but I'm pretty sure that she got over it. I was in Mrs. Myers' life skills class, and we were talking about the brain, and she was talking about OCDs.
We were talking about obsessive compulsive disorder, and you came to me and you said, Miss Myers, this is the name. This is what it is. And I said, how do you know? And then you tell me, because I have it. That to me, saying it to your Bible, and I'm putting quote, teacher, meant a lot.
I certainly didn't feel alone anymore, and it made me feel there's somebody else out there.
So when I came out and started talking to my closer female friends, they were like, are you kidding me? You believe in God? Yeah. Aren't you reading the Bible? Yeah. And what does that have? I mean, yes, but what? Well, just stop it. That's all you need to do. And it makes you furious inside.
You try to physically stop yourself. I wear a hat sometimes. I can't do gloves because I have a touchscreen phone. But there she goes. That's my picture. During the making of this film, I worked up the guts to tell my parents about my disorder, and it's been a huge sigh of relief, and I'm really happy, and they're super supportive, and it's been really great.